Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Let me just fix the camera here. In this video we are going to review the VTech CS-6858. Sorry. So this VTech phone is basically a VTech phone similar, the software is similar to this AT&T EL 52303, if I'm not wrong, and they basically have the same ringers, although and maybe same softwares, but they are just in different shells and in different brands, from different brands. This phone is manufactured by VTech. Usually these phones which have the 7-segment display as their second layer of the pixels. As you can see, this one is the 3-line, and this one, which shows the numbers, it's the 7-segment display. These ones are usually manufactured by VTech, even this one right here, and they are just the same, but they have some differences in their softwares and their ringtones. This phone's bass is really a weird bass in my opinion. First, it seems that the audio driver on this bass, as I told in the previous video, the thrift store finds number 2, this phone's bass is just kind of weird. The audio driver is kind of, I think, messed up, or maybe programmed, or maybe has some programmed with errors, or has some bugs by default. As you can see, the keypad tone is really distorted. It's not because of the speaker. The speaker is fine, it's not placed bad. It's because of the audio driver. They programmed it like that. And when you go in the ringers, let's demonstrate it for now. In the ringers, wait, where was the ringer setting? Yeah, in the ringers, you can spot that the polyphonic melodies are kind of, they don't have a really great quality. Let's check them out. So, ringer number 10 shows it more, that we have some bad quality there, and like you feel like the sound is coming from a from a phone to another phone. Like when you the thing I'm trying to explain is that when you call a phone, like when you call someone and when you receive their voice, you see it doesn't have a really great quality, and this one seems like somebody is playing the ringer through this phone and it's now coming from this phone. I don't know what to explain to make it easier. I'm sorry. So now let's play the ringer from this phone and you can spot the difference. This one's kind of more fresher and more kind of with better quality. And also the dial tone on this one is kind of a mess. It's like the normal landline corded phones, which they do not have any software. Corded phones have some software, but by the software I mean they are not as much as complicated or maybe advanced like these phones. Imagine you're having the dial tones from a really cheap Chinese corded phone. this is like that. Let me just dial something. Like for example, oh wait, I dialed the operator. Wait, let the beeping finish. Let's wait for the beeping to finish. It will finish fast. I just want to show you the dial tone. It's okay, finally. So as you can see, like here's my cheap corded phone here. The dial tones are the same. Even this one has a better dial tone. Shame on VTech for this failure. But overall, it's a great phone. It's one of the VTech classics out there, and it kind of works fine, you know. And some people love this model. Same with me. I love this. First, because of the ringers. The ringers are nice. They have some great and unique melodies to them. But I'm really not a fan of the bass. The bass's software. The bass kind of looks clean. Not really nice, but clean. It's kind of old, the bass. The bass is kind of like, the look that it has is kind of like basic, which we don't expect because this phone is a cheap phone. But the thing, as I was telling you, the display. I am really not a fan of these displays from new VTech phones, which they only have one line of three dotted display, one line of three dotted pixels, and a line of 7 segment displays. As you remember, or as you have seen before, some AT&T phones and VTech phones, some of them usually have 2 layers. Yeah, the older ones, maybe from 2015 or 2017, 16. I don't remember the name because I'm not a VTech and AT&T expert. I usually worked with Panasonic phones in my entire life. Yeah, they usually had 2 layers of 3 dotted display, and it was better, in my opinion. And even in newer versions, they had one big one big line of 3 dotted display, such as the Panasonic phone here. As you can see, here we have a big line, so when you dial sometimes, the number just gets bigger. And that happened in some of the phones, such as the AT&T CRL8213. I don't remember the model number, but it was in most of these phones with the bigger line, the longer line, were in Jordan Yu's video. You can go watch there and you see what I mean. Maybe watch the videos from 2 or 3 years ago, and you can see. And even they have a different look than these ones. These newer ones just have a kind of more cheaper and simpler look. Yeah. Okay. Let's get back to the chase. So let's start with the basis settings and the things that we have on the base. So we have a really ridiculous way of navigation here. I really sometimes like mess this up. I sometimes press these buttons and I just say like, why didn't they programmed also these buttons so you can also move these and navigate the items with these? But why should you just only be able to navigate with these? It's kind of silly. Like nobody ever would program this like that too. You can only navigate the buttons with these two. Like a good thing about Panasonic phones is still you can use the answering machine wheel to control your menus and navigate between them, but in here you just have these two. But in the VTech IS8151, you should, because it's your only option. You have two soft keys, which they are select and back, and you can control the bass with these four buttons right here in the VTech IS8151, which I reviewed before. And yeah, well, that's a great thing. Okay, let's go to the settings. Here we have the play messages, and in play messages, yeah, it just plays us the messages that we have. And we have 54 old messages, which I recorded a video and I posted it on YouTube as of now that I'm recording this video. And I, I just recorded that video for fun and entertainment purposes only, and I didn't mean to harm anybody's or harm or violate anybody's privacy. Yeah. Okay, here you have the web address, which is vtechcanada.com. And settings, you have your language, which you have 3 languages, which that's great. And here you have dial mode, which it's touchtone and pulse. And here you wait, you're not saying anything. Yeah, sometimes the focusing on the camera just messes up. I'm so sorry about that inconvenience. Okay. If you didn't see what I was doing, let's redo it. So we basically went to the play messages and web address. Now you can see the fonts. Okay, yeah. So this was the dial mode, we talked about it. And this is the home area code, which I don't want to set this. And this is the key tone, which you can turn it on or off. And this is the clear voicemail. When you have a voicemail and it shows you in the indicator there, you just want to clear that indicator, because sometimes the indicator just falsely turns on and you want to turn it off, and you do. You press this button, and this is your voicemail number. You enter your voicemail number, and then when you hold 1, you kind of get the phone will just dial you directly through the voicemail number. And yeah, these are the stuff in settings. Here in set date and time, you just can set the time. You don't have any other options. In ringers, let's play the ringers for now. Let's play the volume now. You have 5 different levels for volume. Sorry if I said 6, because as usual I was thinking that this is a Panasonic phone. Yeah, okay. Yeah, number 6 and 8 are really annoying in my opinion. They have higher frequencies and they could sometimes frighten you up, or it's really loud for people who have like hearing problems, but for me it's just annoying in my opinion. The melodies aren't that nice. Okay, and also the ringers, the number 1 and 2 and number 1 and 2 and 5, I think, were sped up, because this usually the VTech and AT&T bases have more faster ringer durations. Yeah, and they just made these faster. but usually in the other VTech and AT&T phones, which have the other software, which has the other bass ringer, they have slower ringers, slower. Uh, like the speed is just slower. Yeah. Oh my god, I talked too much. Okay. Now, in caller ID log, we have some private numbers we don't want to show. In directory, we have no one here. In the answering system, we have announcement. Let's play that.
To play, press 2. To record, press 7. Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
Yeah. Answering system setup here. We have call screening. It's on. And voice language, English, French. Recording time, 3 minutes. Message alert tone. I like that. And here, remote code, 19. Number of rings, 3. Okay. Well, I'm gonna put it on 6. Or maybe 3 is okay for the video. And yeah. Here, answer on off. Let's turn the answering on. And record memo. Let's record a memo on the bass.
Record after the tone. Press 5 when you are done.
Really an annoying beep in my opinion. Never use that beep again, VTech. Thanks.
Record it.
Yeah, it's really annoying in my opinion. Yeah. This phone has too many software issues with the bass because the handset also connects. Yeah, I think I went too harsh on this phone. Yeah, the handset also connects to the bass, and well, the handset also gets some errors from the bass too. If you have the other version without the complicated bass, without the bass that you can dial numbers on, well, that might have the errors or might not have the software flaws. This phone is just a mess in my opinion with the software. Everything is great, but the base software is just a bummer in my opinion. I also like VTech, but I'm sorry to my dear VTech fans, but this phone has a bad base software. Okay, where was I? I was in record memo. Basically, we just went over all of the setups here. Okay, let's get out of here. Now, yeah, we went through all the settings. We will listen to the messages later because I want to record a memo with the answer too. By the way, the keys that you have on the base are cancel, and here you can use it as a shortcut for your caller ID. Wait, you can't see. I sometimes don't see my camera. Yeah, okay, here you have a flashy red light which indicates you have a message. Here you have a cancel button. You can't see this, but I'm trying to zoom it in. Here you have a caller ID which shows you the missed calls. This is a shortcut, by the way, and navigation down button. And here you have menu and select, and this is navigation up and a shortcut for phone book, and this is flash. And these are the normal keypads that you use every day. Here you have the intercom button, which when you press a handset number, it dials the handset or pages the handset. An interesting thing is that this phone has 3 handsets programmed to it. I even tried deregistering the handset, which I did. Shane told me, one of my subscribers, if you're watching this video, thank you, it worked. And but still we have the other handsets. I don't know if the handsets were programmed on this phone or you just need to deregister the handsets. And here you have a shortcut for your ringer volume in idle mode and for other settings when you are in them, such as answering system and your talk mode. But now
Base ringer is off.
it's used for your ringers.
Base ringer is off.
And when you turn off the base ringer, even though the light isn't like when you don't have a new message and the light is off, the light still turns on to tell you that your ringer is off. Kind of a design flaw in my opinion, but like you can say anything you want. I'm not a VTech expert. This might be also happening on other VTech and AT&T phones, but I don't have. But this one is the one who I first seen to do this thing. So here you have find handset button. When you press it, your handset just beeps for you or rings, and the base page is the handset for you. Here you have a orange speaker button and a red mute button, which I'm glad that they turn on. I'm happy about that. More light you have on the buttons, more better user experience that you have. But this phone doesn't have a great user experience because of the base software. Although the menus work and this phone works fine, but the ringers, like some of the ringers and maybe the keypad tone and the beeps and the stuff, it's just, I think, not great. And even when you turn on the phone, as you saw in the thrift store find videos, this phone makes a beep, like the clarity and clear sounds, and the other phones who use the same software like each other. Let me show you. See? This has the same beep as they do. And I think maybe the software was kind of designed by other people, by like other companies, and this is why you have some design flaws in here, like, and even the message alert tone is a mess, in my opinion. It's the same as the keypad tone, but like in this phone, the message alert tone is a different tone, and on the VTech IS8151, it's the answering system beep tone. This phone, I think they just went easy on everything. They just worked easily. They just wanted to program it and give it out. They didn't care about the quality and stuff. I think this is a mess. Despite the phone that it's cheap and works fine, and it's kind of good for a house phone, the base software is a total mess. If you care about the base so much and the problems that it has, and you care so much about these, I rather you not buy this phone. But if you don't care and you just want to use a phone, well, buy it. You can buy anything you want. Okay, let's go to the handset settings, and I should have turned off the message alert tone. Let me turn it off. Yeah, okay. So, if the glare lets us to... Okay. And again, we cannot get a steady focus on here. Still, we have unclear images here. Is there any improvements in your opinion? I think not. Never mind it. Okay, here you have play messages. The settings are somehow same as the base. Here you
have one.
Yeah, I don't want to play the messages now. Thanks.
You have
No, I don't want to play the messages. Okay. Yeah. and the web address, VTech Canada, the settings, LCD language, yeah, 3 languages, wait, 3 languages, dial mode, same as the base, home area code, same as the base, same as the base again, same as the base, and then on time, same as the base, no alarm option. Ringers, let's play those. The volume goes up to 6 this time. Maybe the bass goes up to 6 also, I don't know. Yeah. And the ringers on the handset is the same as the AT&T phone over there that I showed you. That I keep showing you, and I'm comparing the things too. Okay, let's play from the first. Yeah, these are the ringers. Now let's go to the next setting. So yeah, the next setting is the caller ID log, and we can't show that, and the directory and the answering system. We have the same stuff, I believe, but let's play the announcement on the handset.
To play, press 2. To record, press 7. Hello, please leave a message after the tone.
For better quality assurance, let me place the handset speakerphone on the camera's microphone.
Hello, please leave a message after the tone.
Yeah. And answering system setup, call screening on, voice language, same as base, recording time, message alert tone. Let's turn that on for now. For this time. Oh wait. Yeah, remote code and number of rings. Same setups as the base. Let's record the message from the answer.
Record after the tone. Press 5 when you are done.
Such a disappointment for VTech with this awful base software.
Recorded.
Yeah. And these beeps are also used in clarity and clear sounds, and these phones who don't have a software from themselves. Yeah, I don't know why I don't know why I care so much about the base software, but it's interesting for me. I never saw a VTech phone with these software problems. Yeah. Let's listen to the messages now.
You have 2 new messages. Sunday, 6:23 p.m.
Really an annoying beef in my opinion. Never use that beef again, because thanks.
Sunday, 6:34 p.m.
Such a disappointment for VTech with this awful basic software.
End of messages.
Okay, so the first recording was from the base, and the second one was from the handset. And you can see that the handset one was better than the one from the base. The base is a total disaster. Like the inside is a total disaster, not the look. The look is normal, but like the inside, the software is a disaster in my opinion. And when the handset connects to the base, the handsets also get the problem from the base, because the handset detects if the base has an answering system or not, and it gets the beeps and stuff and the dial tones. As you can see, the handset also has an awful dial tone. it's slightly better, not bad. Yeah, but the bass is a disaster. Okay, let's give this bass and this phone a call test. Let's turn this off, or let's turn it on. I will answer this fast. Okay, so yeah, this is the earpiece test here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. This is the testing phone, by the way. This has a voice enhancer on, so you are hearing the voice kind of like in a weird way. But if the voice comes completely clear and stuff, it's fine. 1, 2, 3, testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now let's go on the speakerphone. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this also works fine. Yeah. Now let's go to the VTech test. Let's mute the microphone here and go to our earpiece test. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is the earpiece test. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And the speakerphone test. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Kind of clear. Despite the bass being an awful thing, the handset is actually quite great. Now let's test the bass speakerphone here. Now the handset shall be turned off. Okay. Let's mute the bass and see if it transmits my sound. So the bass also tries to do a good job, but because of I think it's the audio driver problem, because as you know, the answering system voice is kind of clear, but when I talk, I think the bass it's trying and it's good. I can't say it's bad. It's fine. Now let's see if the bass transmits any sound. And also here they tried to they even didn't have a time to punch a correct hole for the fake microphone. Let me show it to you before anything happens. Let me just mute my... As you can see, the hole is just like a slight punched circle. Like, they didn't even went any further. This shows that the microphone is like fake. The other ones, at least they put some effort to say, oh my god, the microphone isn't fake. Okay, but the microphone is here. So let's see if we can transmit any. Yeah, I think we had a little bump to bump here. Okay, yeah, where was I? Okay, everything works fine. Yeah, I guess it does. Although it seems the phone kind of used the safety ejection thing. Yeah, never mind, it works fine. Is it? Yeah, the earpiece works, okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if this transmits any sound. I don't believe it transmits, but okay. Now the speakerphone test. Yeah, feedback. Wait, the microphone was in mute. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Transmit sound now. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Still isn't a great quality, but it tries. It's awful. My voice is so buzzing in here. Yeah, my voice in the microphone even in the answering system, when I recorded the memo, was buzzing all the time. Thanks for the cheap and trash software that VTech is using. I never believed I would say anything bad about any phones I reviewed in my channel, but this phone, the base is a complete disaster. Like, you should work with the base to believe me. Okay, now it's time for recording a message. Let's go and record a message.
Hello, please leave a message after the tone.
This beep is a really trash beep. Please stop using this beep ever again. Thank you so much. No wonder they got rid of this phone. Oh my god. No, I'm joking. This phone is kind of fine.
You have one new message. Sunday, 6:42 p.m.
This beep is a really trash beep. Please stop using this beep ever again. Thank you so much.
End of messages.
That was fine. Yeah, that was great. Despite the phone was different and basically that Panasonic phone had a great microphone, the speaker also tried to deliver us a great quality, which I can say it's great. Okay, now let's dial the testing phone to leave a message.
Enter Sunday, 7:23 p.m.
Our VTech here. Sadly, I don't have any place for the VTech anymore. Okay, let's start the testing answering system with the base.
Hello, we are not available now. Please leave your name and phone number after the beep. We will return your call.
Hi. I tried to have less feedback freak show here, but this is me talking. This is me 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3. Yeah. Still we have the buzzy voice here. They didn't really design a professional outlet, maybe a professional hole for the microphone, and the bass software just, in my opinion, is awful. Okay, let's go to the handset now. Okay, I will be back. Now we are talking from the handset. The handset basically is a fine thing because first the microphone quality is fine. You have a really great shaped hole for the microphone, which doesn't have any resonance with your voice, or it isn't blocking the microphone. And then you have a how should I say, the software of the handset is well designed and very mature. Now let's go on the speakerphone. The speakerphone also, it's really, I think the sensitivity is fine. Okay, end of the call now. I'm gonna end the call. ended the call. Let's play the message.
One new message.
Hi. I tried to ask the back freak show here, but this is me talking. This is me 123 12123. Yeah, still we have a buzzy voice here. They didn't really design a professional outlet, maybe a professional hole for the microphone, and the bass software just, in my opinion, is awful. Okay, let's go to the handset now. Now we are talking from the handset. The handset basically is a fine thing because first the microphone quality is fine. You have a really great shaped hole for the microphone, which doesn't have any resonance with your voice, or it isn't blocking the microphone. And then you have it well, how should I say, the software of the handset is well designed and very mature. Now let's go on the speakerphone. The speakerphone also, it's really, I think the sensitivity is fine. Okay, end of the call now. I'm gonna end the call.
Sunday, 7:24 p.m. End of final message. Two. No
Okay.
messages.
So, as you saw, there's a really big difference between the bass and the handset. The bass is all fuzzy, all buzzy and distorted. I don't know why I said fuzzy. Maybe I was thinking about the bubbles in a Pepsi, maybe. Because also, those have like a distorted sound too. Sometimes me and my mind. Okay, let's fix this. So even now you could see there's a big difference between your handset and your bass. And you can see this bass is an awful bass. Okay, let's start on outside line now.
M&T Bank thanks you for your call. Good evening. Today is Sunday, March 19th. 9:50. Current temperature 34 degrees. Mostly clear through day, high today around 40 with a west wind gusting to 30. Low tonight 28. Monday's high 48. The weather phone is another community service of M&T Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Okay. Also, the 7-segment display on the base is it's different than the one from handset. This one usually has more space between the pixels. Even the 3-line ones have a kind of more space between the pixels, but this one has a normal space, as you can see. The base is just cheap, you can't say anything. The handset is well designed, the base is cheap designed. Okay, now let's start with the handset.
Hello, Farmer Jones out here in the tree fields and the vineyards and the berry fields, and this is our crop report message.
Speaker.
2023. Spring is just around the corner, and now we start the season with our farm winery open for its regular spring schedule of every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from high noon
Wait.
till 5:30.
So yeah, this is the end of the video, and also Happy New Year to all of the Persian folks. such as me, and people who celebrate the Persian New Year named Nowruz. The Persian New Year, it started on the first day of spring for 3,000 years, and I think spring is such a great time because it's a time for a new year. You get these new flowers, get these new fruits. It's such an exciting time. And yeah, Happy New Year to all of the Persian folks, and even people who don't celebrate Nowruz. Happy New Year to you too. Have a great time. Have a great day. See you in another video. Goodbye.